live. Let me just check. Are we on live yet? Usually my VA tells me, but she is not on at the moment, not working. Yeah, there we go, we're live. So if you are catching this live, jump on, come and say hi. Come and say hi and drop us an emoji. I hope you're all well and having a wonderful week. As always, I'm really excited to be here with you today. So again, let me know if you are here and let's get as many people on the live as possible. So we have somebody coming in to say hi. I can't see who it is. As always, that's me. Excited to be here with you today. So oh, it's Rebecca. Hi. There is a time lag. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Oh, I can't shut myself up. Oh, well, here, and good to see you. Good to see you too. So, and now my dog's decided to come and say hello because I'm saying hello to everybody. So, hello to everyone, and thank you to everyone who has joined this amazing group. If you've been enjoying being in this group, please do invite your friends to join us. I know there's like a lot of groups out there on Facebook, so thank you for being part of this group. I mean, I'm in lots of groups myself, so thank you for hanging out in here with us. We also have lots of new members this week, so welcome to everyone that's joined us in the last week. And for the new members, if you haven't already, make sure you introduce yourself in the welcome post, which was posted on Monday. Tell us all about yourself. So if you're live, if you're on live or even on the replay, tell me where you are, what you're up to while you're watching this. And are you in your office or are you cooking dinner? And if you are new to the group, except for the weeks that I host a webinar training, which is once a month, I go live in this group every Tuesday at 5 p.m. to deliver this money alchemy class. So in this class, I deliver training on different topics around self-care, money mindset, money habits, and pricing strategies, etc. And, I want to help you all build, fantastic businesses and create a better work-life balance. So a couple of announcements this week. Firstly, next week there won't be a live, as I do have the webinar training next Tuesday on how to confidently raise your fees, which is next Tuesday at 7 p.m. UK or 2 p.m. EST. So you're all welcome to join me there. In fact, I'd love to see more of the community, the group community on the webinar, hint, hint. So the webinar is for you if you're currently undercharging and, looking to raise your fees. I will put the link to register in the comments afterwards. And secondly, if anybody's been looking for the previous Money Alchemy classes, Facebook have changed again. They've changed from calling they've changed the units. So the units used to be called the units, and now they've changed it to guides. And actually, we can't work out how to put last week's live Money Alchemy class in the guide. So I haven't been able to upload the pricing do's and don'ts handout that I said I'd give to everyone last week. So I haven't been able to do that because I can't put it in the guide. So we're still working out how to upload things into the guide and sort, and arrange it all. So if this is the first time that you've joined me, I'm Jenny McCabe and I am a money breakthrough coach, and I empower ambitious women to take action by helping them to let go of anxiety and perfectionism so that they can stop undercharging and confidently charge their worth to create more time freedom. So unlike other coaching methods that focus on how to achieve financial goals, because money can be very emotional, especially when you don't have enough or you don't have it. I focus on changing how women think and feel about money and success, to reset their money mindset so they can be free of undercharging and over delivering and get back their time. And I started my business, this coaching business, because I'm really passionate about helping women build successful businesses. In fact, you've probably heard me say it before, as someone who has been in business for many years, maybe about 15 years, I spent most of my business life undervaluing myself. So it's now my mission to help other women overcome this and charge their worth. So I'm also the host of the Work-Life Balance Secrets Facebook group, and the owner of Jenny McCabe Coaching. So I offer one-to-one and group coaching sessions, and I recently launched my group coaching program, Unlock Your Money Mindset. So if you're interested in working with me, just drop me a message or book a call with me. And if there is a particular topic you'd like covered or something that you're struggling with, then please don't be shy. Please reach out to me. Let me know what your challenges are. I'm here to help, and I would love to help. Also, if you are a coach or a trainer and you'd like to come on as a guest, again, reach out. Please let me know. I love having guests on. Perhaps you're someone who's a little bit nervous about going live. Let me tell you, coming on as a guest can really help you overcome that. One of my clients came on with me a few months ago, before Christmas, October, November, and she's now even applying for TV shows. There's no stopping her now. So yeah, if you want an opportunity to come on live for the first time to get over any visibility blocks that you might be having, then come and let me know and we'll get you on here. So the theme this month has been around pricing, and this really is, I think, really is a hot topic, because pricing is so important. And a lot of my clients, when they come to me because more often than not, they are actually undercharging for their services or their packages and programs. So today I'm going to be talking about how to stop people pleasing with your prices. This is particularly useful for coaches and service providers, especially if you want to be more profitable. Let me just put this on silent. Especially if you want to be more profitable and you want to be more comfortable with raising your fees. And if you have a tendency for pricing to people please, then you are likely sabotaging your pricing right now. And I can't stress enough, I've said this lots of times, low fees actually undermines your credibility, and you can end up attracting the wrong type of client. Like I said, I know because I've been there. So maybe you've already noticed that that clients love to test your boundaries with your pricing, and maybe you're very often getting asked, is that the lowest you can go? Or every time you raise your fees, you might be questioned about it, which might also trigger you a bit as well. And all these things can actually add up to you not making enough money and possibly feeling a little bit crappy about yourself, because instead of feeling courageous and empowered by your fees and of course being profitable, you're now feeling a bit crappy about them. So whether you've been in business for a few months or even a few years, 5, 10, 15 years, this can still be a challenge. And you still have to watch out for people pleasing, with your pricing. And the reason for this, the reason why we people please with our pricing is because women in particular are naturally more giving, and actually society actually teaches women to be pleasers. So for lots of reasons, we have been conditioned from a very young age to be pleasers, instead of, you know, standing in our power and going after what we want. We've been taught to be pleasers, which in your business you then can be tempted to cave in and reduce your fees, or even underquote to win the business, or to customize your offers to please your clients. And when you can overcome this, you'll start to reduce the drama around pricing, because otherwise what it does, it creates an environment where you start doubting yourself, and you start questioning your worth. And without the drama, you can easily grow. You know, you can easily grow and scale your business when you can actually step into your worth and become comfortable with your fees. So if we start with looking at people pleasing, so people pleasing is a need to be liked and to be accepted, and it comes from, you know, it comes from our core, and it comes from a deep need for a sense of belonging. And this actually does go back like thousands of years. You know, if we weren't accepted or we didn't belong somewhere, you know, maybe we got kicked out of a tribe, and in the caveman era, for example, you know, our lives would have been at stake. You know, our lives would have been in danger. So it does come from a survival instinct for the need to belong. So for women, because of our size and physicality, and particularly our vulnerability during pregnancy, and also, you know, we were solely responsible for looking after children. Women were really dependent on the tribe or the community for protection and for survival. So obviously today we don't have the same fears, but they're ingrained in us. But nowadays, people pleasing comes from the need to protect ourselves. So it still comes from the need to protect ourselves. And it does come from a good place, but it's not effective, because people pleasing makes us more insecure. It does make us more vulnerable, and it can be disempowering. So as I said, as women, when we're young, we are taught to be pleasing. You know, we get praised for being all sweet and nice. So, you know, you might remember the songs "Sugar and Spice" and all things nice. So yeah, sorry. So a bit of singing there. So, you know, as we grow up, we get praised on being nice, and this creates that feeling that you need, you know, that you have that need then to be liked, and to be pleasing, and to be flexible, and to be adaptable. And as I said, even today, young girls are still being conditioned to be sweet and cute and all these things just to be pleasing. And also, women are naturally more empathetic. So, you know, this is a great quality to have as an empath myself. I do understand it, but it does tend to lead to people pleasing. So stopping people pleasing, it doesn't mean that you can't be empathetic, because you absolutely can be. You actually can still be empathetic, but in business, this shows up in your pricing. And you know, you do have to own your own worth. So when you make the move to owning your worth, it doesn't mean putting a price on you, because you're not commodity. But what it does mean is it means there has to be there is an understanding in the value, or assigning a value on the service that you give to your clients. And that should be based on the results or the transformation that you provide through your service, and then standing in your power to not cave in, or maybe on the other side of it become, you know, so either not cave in or not becoming defensive or aggressive about your fees. So let's have a look at 5 top tips to stop people pleasing with your pricing. So number 1 is stop apologizing for charging respectable fees. I'll say that again. Stop apologizing for real respectable fees. Yeah, so it's okay to make money for something that you love to do, or something that you find easy. And just because you love what you do, or you find it easy to do what you do, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be paid handsomely or abundantly for it. You know, you are in business, so you are absolutely allowed to make a profit. And feeling apologetic for charging a respectable fee is not empowering. You know, it's not empowering for you, and it's not empowering for other people. And even having that tone of apology for your fees, maybe in conversation or in an email, you know, having that tone of apology because you're not confident about your fees, or maybe you feel insecure, that is disempowering. So stop the apologetic language, like, you know, something on the lines of, you know, I hope the fees are okay, or I hope this meets with your expectation. Because if you are trying to meet somebody's expectation, you actually have no idea what someone would consider cheap or expensive. So my mentor always says, don't climb into somebody else's purse and decide. So don't climb into somebody else's purse and decide what they can or cannot afford. You know, so don't apologize for your fees. Be proud about your fees, and state your fees with the confidence that your service has value. You know, let go of any shame or any guilt that you might have for charging a respectable amount of money. It's not serving you. And the only way to do this simply is just to give yourself the permission to start owning your worth. You know, your pricing is a business decision. So here are a couple of questions to ask yourself about your fees. So number 1, what do I want my fees to say about me? So remember, I said your fees are a business decision, and your fees are a message that you send out to the market about you, about who you are, and about your fees, and about how you value yourself, and also about where you fit in the market. And your fees really do say a lot about you. So you need to decide, what do my fees say about me? And number 2, are your fees representing the value clients receive from your fees? And what I mean by value is, you know, these are their results, the experience they have using your services, or the transformation that they have experienced. Or are your fees representing your fears? So not just your fears, but maybe other people's values, or, you know, what other people say you should be charging. So so let me try that again. So are your fees representing the value your clients receive through their results, or are they representing your fears? And one more question: who do I want to attract with my fees? You know, is that people who show up and do the work, and people who see the value of your service, or is that people who are going to complain and be difficult to work with? So remember, going too low with your fees sends out the wrong message to quality clients or high-end clients that you might prefer to work with. And low fees actually can make you appear less experienced, so inexperienced. So you want to make your fees high enough so that people take you and your service seriously, and for those people who will invest in themselves and their business through you. So yeah, don't stop apologizing for your fees. So number 2 is accept that being judged has nothing to do with you. So okay, so this is actually something that you can't control, because whether you know it or not, even right now, whatever's going on in your business, it's already happening. People are already judging you. So you may as well just accept that you are being judged, and that being judged has nothing to do with you. And what you need to do is just not give it any more power. Let go of it. Let go of caring about it. So don't let other people's money mindsets determine what you charge. Now, one of my clients told me a few weeks ago, maybe before Christmas, she had a bookkeeper who asked her, do people really pay that much for your social media packages? It's quite expensive, isn't it? I was just like, wow. I think actually my jaw might have dropped open when she told me that, because obviously that's like, who's she to tell you what you should be charging in your business? Her business is different. She's a bookkeeper. My client is in marketing. Obviously my advice was to get rid of the bookkeeper. She doesn't get to decide your fees at the end of the day. And this kind of comment is really, really not helpful. And because it starts to create doubt, and you can start second guessing your fees then. So equally, don't ask people how much you should be charging for your fees or for your programs, because unless they are your ideal client, or someone who and understands your ideal client really, really well, that person that you ask about how much you charge, they're going to offer you an opinion that you're not going to like. You're not going to want to hear it, because you know what they're going to say. They're going to say, what? That's too much. So yeah, don't ask people for their opinion about your fees. Number 3 is learn to love your fees. Yes, that's what I said. Learn to love your fees. Love your fees, because like anything, if you love something or someone, you're going to stand up for them. You're going to uphold them. You're going to respect them, and and because you respect them, you're going to expect your clients to respect them as well, to respect your fees, because everything in business, everything is energy. Not just business, but everything has as an energy to it, and your business has energy to it. And when you put out your fees also have an energy to them, and it's really up to you to give your fees the energy that you want. So I know it sounds a little bit woo-woo, but that's how we roll. So for example, if you're being apologetic about your fees, then the energy that you're putting out about your fees, that might be shame or guilt. You might be feeling ashamed about your fees, or maybe guilty about your fees, which then is a negative emotion. So if you flip it, if you love your fees, equally, if you love your fees, you're putting out a loving and positive energy around your fees. So love your fees. I love my fees. So number 4, be in the energy that your fees are in the budget of your ideal client. So your ideal client doesn't have to be a super high-end client, but for your ideal client, you want to always be in the energy that they're going to be able to find the money to be able to invest in your service, to invest with you. And that's the energy that I like to work in. I know that when the clients who come to work with me, I'm not the most expensive coach around, but for someone who wants to work with me, they will make it happen. They will go away and they'll find the money to come and work with me. And actually, they tend to be the best clients to work with, because how many times have you invested in something that you knew you absolutely had to have, but on paper you just couldn't quite afford it? I think to an extent everybody has done this. I've done it. I've just invested in another program to help me grow my business. We all do it, and your ideal client will also do it. Your ideal client will do it. So allow your ideal client the space to grow and to step into paying their fees. And the ones actually that have to stretch a little bit to invest in your fees, like I said, are the best clients to work with, because you know that they're going to be committed to their success and committed to working with you. And these are the clients that are all in. They become all in, and we can give it all back to them. So that is actually not people pleasing. People pleasing with your fees. It's about empowering people, which is so much in such a better place to be in. Because if you step in as wanting to rescue your clients by discounting your fees, the other person isn't going to get the chance to step up. They're not going to have that chance to go out there and find the fees. And by doing this is holding someone powerful, because where there's a will, there's a way. So number 5, the last one, do not confuse your business with your charity. So this is nice and simple. Get paid for your work. Get paid for your work, and then give to a charity or charities of your choice. So I give to cancer research and Barnardo's, for example. So just as I say, nice and simple, get paid for your work and give to a charity or charities of your choice separately. Your business is not a charity. So that is the end of the 5 tips. So a quick run through. Number 1, stop apologizing for your fees. Number 2, accept that being judged has nothing to do with you. Number 3, love your fees. Number 4, be in the energy that your fees are in the budget of your ideal clients. So holding your clients as powerful to step up and to invest in themselves through you. And number 5, do not confuse your business with being a charity or with your charity. So thank you. That is it for today. If you have enjoyed this training, let me know in the comments. Come in and tell me what your biggest takeaways were. Even if you're on the replay, by the way, drop your comments. I will read them. And for those of you who are struggling with pricing, or you're undercharging, there's a couple of things that you can do. So number 1, get in touch. I have some great strategies to overcome these challenges, and my clients are getting amazing results just from making a few simple mind shifts, and with my help we can get you achieving your money goals this year. So you can book a call with me. I can put the link to my calendar in the post, or you can just send me a DM. But no matter what, I want you to get value out of the call. So we'll look at what's going on with you and your business, where it is today, and your vision and goals. Or number two, you can come and join me next week on my webinar, How to Confidently Raise Your Fees. Like I said, that is next Tuesday at 7 o'clock UK, 2 p.m. EST. Again, I'll put the link to that to register in the post. So thank you again. Thank you all for joining me here today. I'll be back not next week, but on Tuesday. I think it's the 22nd, 22nd of February. That will be at 5 o'clock. So have a fabulous week, everyone, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.